Fellers, what's going on? Got a story for you guys. So I was talking to this other girl the other day for a little while, and when I say a little while, it's a week and a half for me. A week to a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks max. That's too long for me. If I haven't smashed it yet, or if we haven't hung out or made things happen, I just let it go. If it hasn't happened within the first week, it's not gonna happen. Stop wasting your time. Your time is way more valuable. $5 billion could not buy you 5 seconds of more time. Let that sink in the back of your head real quick. Anyways, so, dang, it's a bug right in front of my car. This girl and I were going back and forth, and she even gave me her number. We met online, so she even gave me her number, and we agreed to hang out. And she slid up on one of my posts that I made on Snapchat. I don't even remember what it was. I think it was something like a fitness-related post. I was working out, and I took a video, and I can't remember what I said, but that's irrelevant. And she made a comment, like a sarcastic, witty kind of comment. You know how chicks are. These hoes ain't funny. These bitches ain't funny. They're stupid. And they think they're funny. All they're doing is either A, they're being rude and disrespectful, which they think is funny to them, or B, they're just flat out retarded. The jokes that they make. They're not funny whatsoever. But we as guys are conditioned to laugh at them, laugh along with them, because we also know that if we don't, then she's gonna get mad at us and we're not gonna get what's in between her legs at the end of the night. So we kind of play along. Not me though, fellas. You can go ahead and kiss her ass all you want. This channel and people who watch channels like these are not those type of guys. Anyways, so she gives me her number. We're going back and forth, whatever. And the conversation turns into a sexual conversation. And then I like make a couple comments. And now she's doing this pullback method. She's playing this push-pull method with me. So I just stopped completely responding at all. I'm like, oh, okay, so you're acting like you're all over me, you're sending me pictures into me or whatnot. Now you're telling me that I'm thirsty and whatnot. Okay, I'm not even gonna respond to you. All right? And so I did the ultimate pullback method. Next morning I wake up, I see that she deleted me, because you know on Snapchat, if you delete someone, it will say pending underneath their name. So she hasn't blocked me, but she has deleted me. And if your Snapchat is a private Snapchat, then unless you add somebody back, they cannot send you a message. It's gonna say pending. If you have a public Snapchat, then people who you haven't accepted yet can also send you messages, and the message will actually will actually go through. So the next morning I see that she deleted me. All right, whatever. So on Instagram, she's following me on there too, like talking about thirst, right? She's following me over there too. So she deleted me on Snapchat, but she kept me on Instagram. And I posted this time on Instagram. I made a story about women ain't shit, that kind of something along that line, because I have some guys on Instagram who are red-pilled, and we talk back and forth all the time. We share stories with each other, and we share knowledge, wisdom. So she saw that post, and she thought it was directed towards her. Now, yes, part of it was directed toward her, but the other part of it was me getting done with recording a video for the channel, and all these thoughts just still fresh in my head. So I just wanted to make a few more posts on my other social media platforms. And because, you know, after I finish a video, I don't know about you guys, but after, like, I don't know how you guys feel after you listen to me talk, but after I get done talking, I get pretty riled up. I'm pretty energetic. I'm pretty energized. I have so many thoughts flowing, and that's how I keep going and doing a couple videos in a row. That's how you see me wearing the same stuff in a couple videos in a row. That's how I make that happen. But anyway, so she saw it. She slides up and she just starts talking shit, all kinds of shit. Sends me like 3 long ass paragraphs. Oh, men are pig. Men are the reason why society is at the downfall. Men are the reason why marriage rates are dropping. Women get raped all the time. Women are the victims. Men have this privilege. Like, what? Where is any of this coming from? Like, I don't know what happened in her past, and I'm so glad she deleted me, because I dodged a huge bullet. If she has that much frustration and anger bottled up inside of her towards men, I probably would be in handcuffs and thrown into jail because of the intentions I had with her. My intentions were just to pump and dump her. I wasn't even gonna keep her in my rotation because I could kind of sense a little bit of hint that she was a feminist. But after seeing this, duh, right? You know what I did? Left her on red. Fellas. And also, in those messages that she sent me, she was talking about, oh, it's your fault. We could have been something beautiful. We could have been a power couple, but it's your fault. And guys like you who are assholes, who make things hard, who have to always make relationships, who always have to make it impossible to have a relationship with guys, is because of men like you. Blah blah blah. Fellas, women are the least amount of responsible and accountable creatures. I feel like kids are even more responsible and accountable than women are. They will always try to gaslight you. They will always put the blame on you. Always. Literally the least amount of grateful, so the most ungrateful, the least amount of responsible, sensible, logical, and accountable creatures that have ever walked on the face of this planet. That's what women are. And the quicker you understand it and the quicker you accept it, the better you're going to be off. Why? Because you're going to want to deal with women on a day-to-day basis, right? My glasses are being crooked. What's going on? There we go. You're going to still deal with women on a day-to-day basis. So you have to understand what you're dealing with. If you don't understand, and especially if you don't accept it, you're going to try to argue with them. You're going to try to make them see your point of view. They're not going to. Because what's logical to us is illogical to them. Because they are slaves to their emotions. And you have to understand it, fellas. You have to accept it. I'm telling you, otherwise you're always going to be stuck in this red pill rage. You're still going to have red pill rage here and there, I get it. Especially if you get flaked on by a girl who you're really looking forward to meet or whatever. But I mean, if you're a true alpha and you have the red pill and you're red pill aware, then you probably wouldn't give a fuck. See, guys who are red pill aware but not quite at that alpha status yet still get their feelings hurt here and there. But they can quickly overcome that because they have red pill. But guys who are alphas and have red pill knowledge on top of that, oh man, their heart is literally built with concrete. You can't break it. You just can't. Yeah, you can break concrete, yeah, but we already know how strong these women are. We already talk about what techniques and tactics they're going to use. And gaslighting is one of them. She will gaslight you because I talked about this over and over again. It's always about a power struggle. It's never about equal partnership and none of that bullshit. It's always about power struggle. Who has the upper hand in the relationship? They always want it. But we can't give it to them because we have to keep it. Because if they get it, then they get bored of it. And then they don't want it anymore. And they think less of us. But if we get it and we keep it, we don't get bored of them. We don't think less of them just because we have more power of them. Because we wanted having that power. Now that we have gotten it, now the relationship is going how it's supposed to go. Because women are backwards. I didn't make them. I don't know why they are. I just know what they are. If they want something so bad, they will get it. And after they get it, they get bored of it. Plain and simple. So she will always try to gaslight you, especially on any kind of arguments you're having. She'll always try to have that upper hand on you. Or she's probably just trying to get a dose of attention. If you guys haven't hooked up yet, if you guys are not dating or none of that, then she's just trying to get it to get some attention. Fellas, negative attentions mean more to them than positive ones. Because negative emotions are stronger than positive ones. You'll notice, next time notice this, okay? Try to remember a time when you were happy next time when you're crying. You can't. The only thing that's going to literally occupy your whole brain is going to be the trauma that you're going through that's making you cry. But if you're going through a good time, try to remember all the bad times. You will be able to remember the bad times pretty well. Why? Because bad times have that much more power. That bad emotions and negative emotions have that much more power over us. There are scientific researches have been done to show this. Obviously, I'm not going to go into details on any of that. You can look that up on your own time. But this is why any kind of attention is great attention for them, especially if it's bad ones. How many times have you seen a woman call you, "Oh, you're an a-hole," and then still end up sleeping with you? How many times have you seen that? I've had that happen to me plenty of times. "You're such an a-hole. I hate you." Well, 4 hours later, guess whose cheeks are clapping? Yours, girl. Guess who's on her knees, bent over? You are. So, fellas, whenever you see that the conversation is taking a turn, whenever you see that she's trying to throw any kind of curveball at you to start a fight or to gaslight you, she might even say something like, "This is why your parents don't love you. Who raised you? Your mom should have swallowed you." Some stupid crap along that line. Like, sometimes the insults can be so intense, especially if you live in a blue pill world, that you will just want to smack the shit out of her. Save it till you end up in the bedroom with her, under the sheets when the lights are off. Then you can smack the shit out of her with your hand. You can let all that anger out. You can hate fuck her, is what I'm trying to say. But, and I even talked about it, I slap girls with my bare hand when they're sucking me off. And even when I'm in a missionary and I have my hands on their throat and one of their leg ankles or both of their ankles are either side of my shoulders, smack the shit out of their face. So, fellas, this is why you need the red pill so much. This is why the red pill is so freaking important, because it just arms you. Excuse me. It just arms you. You need that weapon. You need that ammo to fight against these thoughts. Otherwise, you're just gonna be run over. Fellas, when you argue with somebody, when you fight with somebody, when somebody's trying to gaslight you, and you guys just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, after it all ends, just ask yourself, what have I just accomplished? Nothing. And you feel so much worse. You're drained out of your energy has been drained. You feel like shit. She probably made you feel like shit because you actually let her get to your head. This is why red pill is so important, because you don't even let people get to your head when you're red pill aware. When you finally realize what your self-worth is, fellas. This chick who's trying to gaslight me, all these chicks who's trying to play games with me, tons of chicks still play games with me. Tons of chicks still play games with like top class alphas. They ain't shit, fellas. Within the next 5 years, they're not even gonna be found under the radar. Sorry, they're not gonna be found anywhere on the radar. They're gonna be just gone. They're the ones who's gonna be invisible by then, and we're the one who's gonna rise up like kings, like the kings we are, like the kings we're meant to be. Men are made, women are born. Remember that. So what do you do? A cat walking around on my driveway. It's not even my cat. So what do you do when this kind of stuff's happening? Plain and simple, fellas. You stay stoic. You practice being stoic. Stoicism is probably the most attractive trait to women after confidence. But you cannot be stoic unless you're confident in your own self. That's why confidence beats all, right? I mean, abundant mindset beats all, but that's where the confidence comes from. It all starts up here, right? We all know that. But this is why This is why you see the bravest warriors, the guys with the biggest balls, the guys who's riding motorcycle, popping wheelies, lane splitting. These guys are quiet usually. These guys don't really talk a whole lot. Don't really try to be a clown in front of people. When people are talking shit, they usually just walk away, or they just stand there and just let them do whatever they want. These guys have a very particular and a smart way of letting everybody around them know that I ain't taking nobody's shit, but at the same time, he's not getting in trouble in himself. Obviously, if somebody throws the first punch, you gotta finish it. I'm not telling you to walk away from scenarios like that. But when you're quiet, nobody knows what's going through your head. People's minds are running wild. Why is this guy quiet? This other chick or this dude just literally cursed him out and said things that were unimaginable in front of his whole family and his whole friend circle. And he's just sitting there looking dead at him in the eyes. Is he gonna kill him later? That's the type of thoughts that people start thinking. People respect you, fellas. I would always take respect over love and care any day. I don't care if you hate me. I don't care if you want to kill me. I don't care if you hate me to the point where you want to kill me. But if I have your respect, that's worth living a life. Because I know that I have my manhood. The day I give up my manhood is the day I die. Not the day my heart stops beating, or not the day my brain stops working. The day I give up my manhood is the day I die. So don't let these thoughts get to your head. Fellas, within less than a year, I'm about to become an engineer. And you guys going to witness it. I'm going to show you through my graduation and everything. I promise you. What do you think my value is? And these chicks don't know that. They think they're the shit. They think just because they got 253 likes, 459 likes, 1,272 likes on their pictures that they try so hard to get on, showing all this cleavage and all these booty pics and taking 999 pictures on their iPhone and only picking one out of them to post, and they're doing it every single day. They think just because they're getting all these likes that they have some sort of value, that they have some sort of worth. I'm telling you, women ain't shit. Unless you have actual tangible value, you are a nobody to me. And by the way, about my graduation, I have 0 student loan debt, fellas. 0 student loan debt, and I'm about to make damn near 6 figures at the age of early 20s. I already own a house. And my plan is to build my real estate empire. How many chicks do you know who have that high of a goal in their life? How many chicks do you know whose net worth is that much? How many chicks do you know who even can fathom anything outside of a 9 to 5? No, I don't know a single one. Why? Because they're not after these tangible things. They're not after what life is really about. They don't even know what life is really about. Their whole life, they're just given shit. They didn't have to work hard for anything. Their parents gave them everything when they were growing up. And then when they had some breasts and when they had some titties and some ass popping out, guys were taking them out here and there, buying them gifts right and left, throwing compliments right and left. Their mind is collapsed. Their vision is blurred with all these distractions that they're receiving every single day. You don't think Instagram likes are a distraction? You don't think that Snapchat's the Snap score is not a distraction? You don't think every time your phone buzzes and your girlfriends are sending texts back and forth to each other on the group message that you are in is not a distraction? If you could stop Snapchatting, Instagram, DMing, being on Instagram, thoughting, texting back and forth with all these people every single day, how much time do you think you would save? Just do this research on your own and figure out how much time people waste on their cell phone every single day. Take that time, multiply it by 30 days, because that's how many days are in a month. And now take that time, multiply by 12. Every year you could be using that much time to build something that's even unimaginable. But instead you're throwing it out in the gutter. This is why I tell you guys to just keep grinding, keep grinding, keep grinding. It's going to pay off. It's going to pay off. See, I didn't have this mindset before I was actually in my grind. Even 2 years ago. Literally 2 years ago, I was not in my grind as I am in now. So I didn't have this mindset. I had a very subservient, very less confident mindset. I was not confident in myself at all. And it showed because I didn't have anything going on for me. I was like a sophomore in college. I didn't even know if I was going to be able to finish my engineering degree because the classes were so hard. And now, do you know what I tell myself? I don't give a shit how hard it is. I'm getting it done. I don't give a shit how many times I have to retake my class if I fail it once. I'm getting it done. Because the title and the money and the job and the respect and the position and the status that I'm gonna get just with this one degree, you can't even get that with 10 of your liberal arts degree, girl. So get at me, bitch. That's what I thought. You can't, because you ain't shit. We are the prize, fellas. We are the kings. Don't let anybody ever tell you otherwise. Stay stoic. Let them gaslight you. Let them cock hop. Let them bar hop. Let them destroy their life, destroy their future. You're living your life for yourself, not for them. Make sure it's bright. They can go down the sink. They can go down the gutter. Theirs can just rot in hell for all you give a fuck about, right? I need to stop cussing so much. Hope this video made sense. Fellas, follow me on Instagram at zeekpeak. Same way how you type my name here on YouTube. But until next time, stay blessed, stay beautiful, and above all, stay classy.